Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Elliot, this is Everything Elliot, and we have the tractor and the Baumalight mini skid steer hooked up on the gooseneck. I've never done this before, and I'm glad that it fits. It just barely fits, but it fits. We got a dirt work job to do tomorrow, but I loaded it up today just because I'm gonna be busy in the morning before I go to this dirt work job. And if you're wondering why we have the mini skid steer and the tractor loaded up instead of the full-size skid steer, well, yeah, there it is. That is the reason why we don't have the skid steer going on this job. That thing is hurting. Got the track off, but hey, this may or may not have a snapped axle. So, yeah, you gotta be subscribed. This thing is up in the air though. So make sure you subscribe for this video. I don't know what I got myself into. It'll be fun though. I enjoy working on stuff like this. So yeah, we can't really take the full-size skid steer. I actually bid this job when I had the full-size skid steer up and running, but now we're just going to use this stuff. And boy, am I glad that I kept my tractor, because I would have had to push this person off for quite a while with the issues that I'm running into with my skid steer. But hey, that's the fun of owning heavy equipment. So we're loaded up, and actually the trailer's sitting on the ground if you noticed. If you've got a keen eye, because I have a pallet of material I need to go pick up in my truck tonight. So the trailer is going to be staying unhooked for the evening. We got to go pick something up, and then in the morning we'll rehook and be on our way. So I'll see you at the job site. Minor problem. Battery's dead on the Baumalight. I must have left the key on or something stupid. So I'm gonna throw a strap on it, and we're gonna turn around, because the battery's on that far side. We're gonna turn around and I'm gonna jump it with the tractor, hopefully. All right, minor update for you. The skid steer is dead, like dead. Not a dead battery. I don't know what's wrong with it. I was just on the phone with customer service, and they're not super helpful, but I can't sit here and mess with it all day, so we're gonna get to the job. All right, I don't know what the deal was. I took the ignition panel off, wiggled some wires around, and it fired right up. So, tell you what, stuff like that just makes you want to sell everything and be done. But here we are. Got a pile of dirt here and a pile of dirt in front of the tractor. We have to move this dirt and move down here. So basically we're just going to take this, what was the terrace, and we're going to level it off. Nice smooth transition. And we also have to move this dirt over to this hill area here. I know you can't really see it well because it's shaded, but it kind of drops off there. She just wants that put over here. So since I'm already 2 hours behind, we're going to get after it. The whole first pile spread out here, and I got the mini skid with the Harley rake on it. I want to see how far we get with this and what it looks like once it's spread out, and then we'll decide if we need to get more dirt from up top. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm gonna go get a couple more buckets for down here, but I like how all that's shaping up over there. Yeah, I like that a lot better. So I think this works well. She'll be able to get her lawnmower up here now. She'll be able to mow that safely. I'm gonna go grab a rake and we'll rake all this out. All right, so the customer came out, checked it out, said it looks good to go. I picked up the big rocks, put them in the bucket. We're gonna dump them right here. It is hot out here. Whew. Oh yeah, we're gonna rake where that pile was over there too. Get that looking nice. And then we're on to job part number 2, I guess. This is going, I'm glad I already had my breakdown because that means the rest of the job will go smoothly. So this is where the dirt was, the pile of dirt was. So we're just gonna rake this out so it looks nice again and she'll be ready to plant grass. All right, that's a wrap on this. Let's go take the machines up to the front of the house and start working up there. All right, I know I briefly mentioned that we need to move this dirt over to there. We're also gonna grab the dirt that's at the top, but you guys can see how steep of an embankment. I don't know, maybe you can't see, but we're gonna make this nice so she can mow it. She's real scared of mowing this. I don't blame her, I'd be scared of mowing it too. So we're gonna try to level this off right to the woods, and then the embankment will be in the woods. This stump is also in my way. It's pretty rotted out though, so we'll push that out of the way with the tractor. And we'll probably try to get that log somewhat out of the way too, so we can kind of bring this down here like this, so it'll be a nice, smooth transition. I don't know, depends how much dirt we have. See what we can play with. Yeah, that's gonna be way nicer. Now I can sweep this all the way around here and make this a nice smooth transition. Hopefully, if we have enough dirt for that. That's the plan now. So let's move some of this dirt, I guess. All right, well that is both piles of dirt spread out there, and it is pretty ugly right now. I'm hoping the power rake makes it look nice. I think it will. And this is a very steep angle if you guys can't tell from the camera, but doing that on the tractor was no fun. It felt very tippy, and I had my seatbelt on the entire time. Because ROPS are only good if you have your seatbelt on. ROPS stands for Rollover Protective Structure, if you didn't know that. That's your fun fact of the day. All right, let's hop on the Baumalight and let's do some power raking. See how that goes. The nice thing about that power rake is it actually has power tilt, so I can angle the dirt as well. That might help here. Not too sure. Guess we'll find out. All right, so that is super duper soft. This is all topsoil. There's not really any clay in there, so yeah, there's not much structure there. That's going to need to settle before you drive on it too much. I will be able to hand rake it, no problem, but I am happy with the way that turned out. We rake this down where that pile of dirt is, and I'm going to take the mini skid steer up to the piles by the house and rake those out. But you know, you've seen that all, so I'm just going to go get that done quick. Then we got to load up the tractor, take that home, load my new hydroseeder. You're right, I bought it. I ended up buying that hydroseeder, so we got to load that up on the trailer, and we got to go to job number 2 for the day. So I'm going to go rake that out quick, and we're going to get the tractor loaded. All right, now that I'm out of breath, I probably sound like a jet engine from raking. Customer's super happy. She just came down and took a look. So we're going to go load up the tractor. It's about 85 degrees outside. Well, I just got home to grab the hydroseeder, drop off the tractor, and look at this. Ain't that something? It's almost too nice for me. But hey, that's not this video. So hydroseeder's loaded up. Let's go back. We're gonna get the mini skid steer and head to job number 2. That's loaded up, hose is strapped, got our supplies right here. Now we just need the mini. That'll go right there in the back. I think we're gonna put about 100 gallons in this. I think that'll be a good starting point. Let's make sure it's filling up. Oh yeah. Probably should close the valve though. This might help. Close that. All right, let's get this thing unloaded. So I tore a tree out of here probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it's just been so dry we can't plant grass here. So here we are. Got the Harley rake, power rake, and we're going to rake this and hydroseed it. I did leave the hose running in the time that I drove up here, so I'm gonna go back and turn the hose off. We'll rake this and then bring the hydroseeder up here. All right, full disclosure, I do not recommend hydroseeding over roots. However, this is my parents' house. I'm doing this for free because I'm a good son. And my dad was supposed to snip all those roots, and he didn't. So he's gonna have to snip them after it's seeded. So let's get the hydroseeder loaded up. All right, my dad went to go get, I don't know, loppers or something to cut some of these down. I'm gonna load that up while I'm waiting. How's that look? I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know why it looks brown in the camera. I can tell you it certainly isn't. It's very green. Did some bare spots too. And I got some material left, so I'm gonna leave that running. I'm gonna go see if he's got any other bare spots. If not, we'll just dump it out. All right, folks, that's gonna be it for this one. I think I got this hydroseeding thing down. It's really not as hard as it looks. I used a higher ratio of pellets to water this time than I did at my house, and it is definitely a lot thicker. It was so thick that it actually jammed one of my jets up. That's okay though, I got it all cleaned up. No big deal. Yeah, that's it. Today was a long day, but we got it all done. So thanks for sticking with me. I know the sun is blocking my face, my beautiful face. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Thanks for sticking through this one. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below as I walk into a shadow. What kind of videographer am I? And sunlight. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. And do me a favor, send this to somebody that might enjoy this video or just any of my videos. Until the next one, hope you guys have a great day. And that's it. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go home and take a shower. I know we already ended this video, but I gotta tell you something. You know, it's been a day when you sweat through your Carhartts. That's not dirt, that's sweat. I sweat through my Carhartts.